Hello, and welcome to the next segment of the Max Tool tutorials. So here we are reviewing our monthly overview pages and I'm going to be going through and explaining how to use each page. So in this page, this is the monthly overview in the Max 2M tool. And so this page is pretty self-explanatory. On this side, you will always have your monthly calendar here where, you put in the dates for whatever particular month it happens to be. And then you also put in any big things that are happening during the month that you want to record. It could be birthdays, it could be holidays, it could be days off from school for the kids, it could be travel. So this is just kind of where we highlight some of the big things that are happening over the course of the month. And then over here in our priorities area, we can add more detail about those things. So maybe for so-and-so's birthday, you're going to a restaurant and you just want to capture what restaurant and what time and maybe the address. So things like that where you can record extra notes with the priorities that are happening for you in the month. Over here we have our goals, and so we have 5 different areas that we have to set goals in. So we have our personal, professional, financial, health, and fun. And so I really encourage everyone to set a goal for themselves that in each of these areas across the different areas of your life. I think a lot of times we tend to set goals like in work, or I think in health, usually around like weight loss. But I think there's a wider genre of goals that we can work towards. In the 2M tool, the goals section in our monthly overview ties into the long-term vision that we have cast in our dreams, focus, and indicators. So whatever your goals are in these 5 areas, they should be in alignment to your focus and your indicators that you're currently working towards right now. It's just broken down. It's just the next thing that would be important to achieve in the achievement of the focus that you are currently pursuing. So here we have a blank box. I left that blank. There's a multitude of, things that you could do there. You can record a, power word of the month. You can capture your monthly cycle. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you can capture, I don't know, I mean, maybe you want to just add some details about different things you're working on for the month for yourself. Then let's see, let's toggle over to so that's the overview of the 2-month view. Let's toggle over to the monthly overview in the 4M tool. So as you can see, this is a little bit different from our 2M overview, but still very similar. So one of the major significant differences between the Max 2M and the Max 4M is that in the 4M tool, we do not have a dreams, focus, and indicator section. That has been removed. I really wanted to make this tool more simplified. And also in order to make it 4 months, I had to take something out. However, kind of still going along with the overall mission of what our tools are doing, which is to design and live a life you love, we still wanted to bring in the element of really helping people to find ways to build in more intention into how they're setting things up for themselves, either monthly, daily, or weekly. So here on the left-hand side, we have our monthly overview, same thing for whatever particular month it is. You write in the days for whatever that month is. And then you just put your big happenings for the month, whether it's holidays, birthdays, travel, whatever things that you have going on. Over here on the right hand portion of the page, we have goals in those same 5 areas. I challenge everyone to set at least one goal for themselves in each area. And then over here we have priorities, same things, just a place to be able to capture more detail about some of the things that might be happening during your month, such as addresses, telephone numbers, times. Um, and then we have our monthly mind setting. And so this is really important because I find that the more mentally and emotionally we prepare ourselves to step into something, whether it's a new month or a room or a social interaction, um, the the better we are able to tackle whatever comes up. And so this area right here, we have 4 questions that really help you to kind of anticipate and be ready for whatever's going to happen in your month that might throw you off. And here's the thing: it's not if you're thrown off, it's when you're thrown off. Because here's the thing: inevitably, we will all get thrown off. We will lose focus. We'll get tired. We will be exhausted. And I think that we need to remember that we have something that we can just read that we wrote during a time maybe when we felt stronger, and we could remember where we were at, where our strength is, so that we can say, okay, all right, now I remember what I need to do to get back on course. And so that's what these questions are about. And so I'll just review them quickly here. How do these monthly goals help me move forward towards my long-term vision? Um, and I understand in the 4-month tool, we don't have as much opportunity to really think about or cast our long-term vision. However, if you are interested in doing that, what I have done is, even though it's not a part of the 4-month tool that you might be using, you can go into the resources tab at the maxco.com, and you can actually print out a DFI, or Dreams Focus and Indicator page, and then you can watch the video, or you can even go and look at the overview page on the website of the Dreams Focus Indicators to see how you might be able to cast your own long-term vision that can help you in being able to more intentionally pick and choose goals for yourself monthly, weekly, daily that are in alignment with this long-term vision that you have cast for yourself. Um, so what are 3 challenges I can anticipate throwing me off track this month? So this really ties into, right, if we can anticipate something, when it happens, we are not going to get rocked off course in the same way that we would if we didn't anticipate it. So a lot of times when we say anticipating, let's say we're going on a vacation, I think the tendency is to think about only the positive things that are going to happen on a vacation and the things we're going to do and how awesome it's going to be. But inevitably, during that trip, there is some part of it where we get rocked off course and we think this is not as fun as I thought it was going to be or I had planned in my mind. And so it's important to think about all the variables that could happen, even the negative ones. And so if we can think about what challenges might come up for us, when they show up, we can go, oh, I expected that might happen to me. And I know what to do about it because you already thought about that thing happening. So there was some organization in your mind for how you would deal with that if that showed up. So the next question is, what empowering belief do I need to remember about myself when things get hard this month? And so that can be some, um, you know, I think just some positive self-talk that you can come up with, which is, I am an exceptional mother, or, I, kick butt in this area, like some really strong belief that you hold about yourself, that really tells you that I value who I am, I love who I am, and I really accept and embrace who I am. In the next section, it kind of builds off the one above it, but it really talks about some of the things. So let me read the question. What hard things have I overcome or lived through that have made me strong enough to keep going? We all have things in our past that we have overcome, big, small, medium, whatever they are. Think about what they were. Think about some of the times in your life where you feel like, I can't believe I lived through that. And remind yourself that you did, because reminding yourself that you lived through those hard times helps you to draw on that strength that you might need in this moment. So that is the overview of the monthly pages in both the Max 4M and the Max 2M tools. And if anyone has any questions or there are still things that you're unsure of, please feel free to head on over to our the Maxco Facebook or Instagram pages. You can comment and just we're always watching. So if you comment on something or if you ask a question, we're always happy to get back to you. Thank you so much.